I actually did. I actually watched it, and I felt while watching it, I felt disgusted.
I think Eddie slipped him a contract. I think he slipped Christian Prenga a nice little contract.
I was thinking, bloody hell, the rematch looks cheap.
One Anthony Joshua's explosive showdown with Christian Prenga has become one of the most talked about fights in boxing. After the dramatic finish, many fighters, trainers, and analysts questioned whether the contest was truly competitive. Some critics even claimed the fight looked unusual, with a few suggesting the result felt almost too dramatic, sparking heated debate across the boxing world. The controversy began the moment Joshua was knocked down twice in the opening round. Prenga shocked everyone by putting the former heavyweight champion on the canvas early, leaving fans wondering if Joshua's comeback hopes were already over. But Joshua showed incredible heart.
Sort of had no right to win that fight after what happened in the first 20, 30 seconds. He was really badly hurt. There was a shot before the uppercut, and then the uppercut he didn't see. Down he went. I thought the legs had gone. I thought there was actually something wrong with his legs, or one of them, during that first round. He was knocked to the ropes. He could have been counted even then, because the ropes sort of held him up. Then he went down and was counted for a second time. I mean, it looked all over. I just don't know how he got through it. And maybe it's a myriad of what he's had to go through in his life in the last few months. Soul searching, unbelievable inner strength after his friends passed, and finding solace in the boxing ring. And when the chips were really badly down and he was fighting for his whole career, not just the Tyson Fury fight, but fighting for another opportunity, he found...
recovered quickly, and stormed back to score a stunning knockout in the second round. The fight's dramatic twists immediately became one of the biggest talking points in boxing. Three respected broadcaster Simon Jordan was among those who questioned how quickly the momentum changed. He admitted the fight felt difficult to understand, pointing out that everything seemed to shift within moments. Veteran trainer Joe Gallagher also confessed he was stunned after watching Joshua hit the canvas twice. Although surprised by Joshua's early struggles,
ask on AJ, I just want to ask you, at the end of the first round, so we've spoken, we expected pretty comfortable nights for both Fury and Joshua. I mean, what was you thinking at the end of the first, and then the end of the second, of course?
Well, the end of the first round, I think even you, everyone was just sat there at the jaw like, yeah. And he was seconds away from the career, everything over. And for him to come out, recuperate, and set about him, get his wits together and put a spectacular finish on it. But that first round, the whole crowd, everyone's, as heavy as the knockdown was, you could hear everyone's jaw hit the floor with it. I didn't see Eddie on the camera, but I'm sure he was a little bit startled as well. But what a 4 or 5 minutes of absolutely chaos we've just had in the ring there tonight. Unbelievable.
You've been in some world-class corners, and I mean, just that minute between the first and the second, how critical is that minute, and how impressive is it that he did turn it around in the way that he did?
No, exactly. Like I say, he listened to the team, got his head together, came out, and I don't think he really recovered from that from the first shot, and he was always in a little bit on Quay Street. But I just feel the determination, the resilience, the mental strength that he did have carried him through.
Gallagher praised his courage, composure, and champion's mentality for turning a dangerous situation into a spectacular victory. For Gallagher even compared the fight's wild momentum swings to a WWE-style spectacle because of how unbelievable the action became. Watching Joshua go from being dropped twice to scoring a knockout.
Came out and landed a good shot, but it wasn't that. It was manhandling him and roughing him and headlocking him and everything else and throwing him. Sometimes we thought we were watching a WWE event sometimes, but like you say, he knocked AJ out of his rhythm earlier, but AJ got it back together and finished the job. And we all keep saying it's got to happen now, and if it doesn't happen now, then it'll never go to ever.
Just minutes later, left many fans in disbelief. Despite the chaos, Gallagher said Joshua once again proved why he remains one of boxing's biggest attractions, showing the heart of a true heavyweight champion. Gallagher described the bout as one of the craziest 5 minutes of Anthony Joshua's career. He reminded fans that Joshua has always delivered unforgettable moments, whether against Dillian White, Vladimir Klitschko.
Having just spoken to Eddie, I think we'll look back at this as one of the most bizarre, crazy, ferocious, mad 5 minutes of AJ's career. It was his 34th fight. he has always delivered entertainment, excitement, thrill a minute. I think back to the Dillian White fight when he was hurt and came back and knocked out his arch rival, the Klitschko fight, up and down, Andy Ruiz in the garden, just so many times. Even when he laid out Francis Ngannou, just you always get something with Anthony Joshua. The Daniel Dubois fight where he was down, but still in the end you thought he might get him and then he was knocked.
Andy Ruiz Jr., Francis Ngannou, or Daniel Dubois. According to Gallagher, Joshua has built his career on thrilling fights, dramatic comebacks, and unforgettable knockouts.
That was the most dramatic, emotional 4 minutes of certainly of my career, maybe even my life. So many emotions going through your mind in what was thought like 2.5 minutes of just unbelievable drama. I can't believe he found a way to win, honestly.
Watching that, it was like you was watching him fight for his career.
Yeah, well, it was. I mean, all week and kind of, you start thinking to yourself, is he come back too early, right? Because he needed boxing to kind of get over the grief, but also he hasn't got over the grief. Does that make sense? So but it's a quick fix and it's helped him so much. But, he goes down like that and it's like, did he come back too early? I mean, what do you have, 24 breaks in his ribs or something like that, And then I started thinking to myself, it's over, the career's over. And I actually thought to myself at one stage, what an unbelievable journey it's been. I'm so proud of him that he even made it back where it's all over. What a ride, to get back after what happened, so proud of him. And then when he made it back to the stall, I was like, if he can just get his legs, because one thing he's got that will never leave is concussive power. If he hits you once on the chin, the fight changes. And he hit Prenga about a minute before he stopped him with one right hand, and everything just changed. Started to back up a little, and the knockout was absolute. I mean, that's what he does, And I know he shows signs of vulnerabilities at times, and I know that he makes mistakes, but he can knock you out cold at any moment. And when he fights Tyson Fury, that's the kind of fight it's going to be. I know after watching last night, I make AJ a big favourite. Now you watch that tonight, it's like, but that's just how it's going to be. They're going to go in there, they're going to have a war. And I stand by. If he lands on the chin, it's all over. But he's got to be better because Fury's better than Prenga. He don't punch as hard,